Acclaimed actor Richard Chamberlain has passed away at the age of 90. The star of Dr Kildare and Shogun had a close connection to Australia thanks to his work on the hit series The Thorn Birds. A few years ago I caught up with him in LA where he shared his memories of working here and talked about the secret he kept for nearly 70 years. He was the original McDreamy.
You're Jim Kildare, weigh 180 pounds, you're 6'2", never mind what you look like, any mirror can tell you that.
For 5 years, Richard Chamberlain treated the sick and ruled the ratings as Dr Kildare.
I think he should have been admitted for further tests. I told you then, I'm telling you now.
It has a huge gravity when you're a character that people have invited into their homes for so long. So it takes a lot of energy to get out of that typecasting.
So one of his next stops was Australia.
Why didn't you tell me they were mysteries?
My best memories were from doing The Last Wave with Peter Weir.
Oh, yes.
Which was early in my career, and working with Peter was a miraculous experience. I think it's some of the best work I ever did. We shot in Adelaide, and I loved Adelaide because it reminded me of Los Angeles when I was growing up, because Los Angeles was just a sleepy little town, and everybody was young and totally committed to making a movie.
But the role Australians hold closest to their hearts is Father Ralph in The Thorn Birds.
Oh, gosh. It was an amazing job. I mean, the cast alone, working with people like Barbara Stanwyck and all those, fabulous cast. Rachel and I got on so well, and it was so great working with her. It's basically a first-rate soap opera.
You spoke of Rachel Ward, of course, who has called Australia home for all this time, married to Brian Brown, and 3 very Aussie kids.
Well, they fell in love when we were doing Thorn Birds. And I didn't like Brian at that time because we were such enemies in the film.
Yeah.
And sort of that's the way it felt off stage, too, because that's just the way it worked. Rachel and Brian were in town about a year ago for some publicity and things. We were doing them together. And Brian is the nicest guy.
The romantic leading men roles continued, but all the while, Richard was hiding a personal secret.
Being gay in this business was not welcome at all, especially for a romantic leading man. And so I was very careful to walk that line of unknownness.
Did you have to keep it a secret?
Oh, absolutely.
And when did you feel you no longer did have to keep it a secret?
When I was 68.
68.
I was suddenly bone deep, soul deep, freed of that self-dislike that had weighed so heavily through my life.
Richard passed away over the weekend from complications from a stroke. Today would have been his 91st birthday.